With its shocking and large-scale attack on Israel, Palestinian group Hamas has been dominating headlines for a week now. As Hamas becomes the latest face of terror in the Middle East, here's a look at those who lead the organization, which aims to destroy Israel completely. Hamas was founded in 1987 by Sheikh Ahmed Yassin, a Palestinian cleric who suffered from paralysis, was nearly blind, and used a wheelchair. He reportedly spent his youth pursuing Islamic scholarship in Egypt and set up Hamas as the political wing of the Muslim Brotherhood in Gaza. Yassin was killed in 2004 in a missile attack from an Israeli gunship while he was going for prayers. One of Hamas's co-founders is Mahmoud al-Zahar, who was very close to Yassin. Al-Zahar was born in Gaza in the 1960s and studied medicine in Egypt before becoming Ahmed Yassin's personal doctor. He was also a lecturer at the Islamic University in Gaza and helped set up Hamas in 1987. Al-Zahar served the foreign minister in the Hamas-led Palestinian Authority government in 2006. He survived an Israeli bomb attack in 2003, which killed his son and injured his daughter. His other son was an Al-Qassam brigade fighter and was killed by Israelis in January 2008. The current political leader of Hamas is Ismail Haniyeh, who lives not in Gaza but in Doha, Qatar. He was born in 1962 in Gaza's Al-Shati refugee camp after his parents fled what is now the Israeli city of Ashkelon. After many stints in jail, Haniyeh was deported to Lebanon in 1992 with other Hamas leaders. He returned after a year and he was appointed the head of Sheikh Yassin's office after the latter was released from jail in 1997. Haniyeh became Prime Minister in the Palestinian Authority government in 2006, but was dismissed by Hamas's rival Fatah. However, Haniyeh did not adhere to the decree and continued to act as the Prime Minister in Gaza. In 2011, Haniyeh condemned the assassination of Al-Qaeda chief Osama bin Laden, calling him an Arab holy warrior. The second most powerful leader of Hamas is Yahya Sinwar, who is also the group's highest-ranking official based in Gaza. He was born in 1962 in the Khan Yunis refugee camp and still lives there. He became the head of Hamas's security wing in the 1980s, and his job was to punish Palestinians accused of helping Israelis. Yahya Sinwar earned the moniker of the Butcher of Khan Yunis for his willingness to execute alleged collaborators of Israel. He was jailed in 1988 but released in 2011 along with many other Hamas leaders in exchange for an Israeli soldier held captive by Hamas. Sinwar is a US designated terrorist and his house was bombed after the attack on Israel on October 7th. Speaking of the October 7th attacks, however, let's not forget the alleged mastermind. Mohammed Deif is the current chief of Hamas's military wing, the Al-Qassam Brigades. He was born as Mohammed Masri in 1965 in the Khan Yunis camp and is believed to be living in the web of tunnels under Gaza now. His moniker Deif means guest in Arabic, as he spends each night in a different location, probably with his supporters, to evade the Israelis, of course. Deif is credited with designing the Qassam rocket and developing Hamas's tunnel network. He has reportedly survived 7 assassination attempts and lost an eye in one of the attacks. After reports that Deif was the mastermind of the October 7 attacks, Israeli forces bombed his father's house. Let's come to the current spokesperson of Hamas's military wing, Al-Qassam Brigades, which is Abu Obaida. His real identity is unknown. He appears in video messages with his face covered. In 2014, Israeli media claimed to have uncovered his real name, Huzaifia Samir Abdullah al-Kahlut. But the Al-Qassam Brigade rejected the reports. They said that Obaida will never reveal his identity. With Israel preparing to intensify its assault on Hamas in the Gaza Strip, many of these leaders would be at the top of the hit list.